Let's bring on board Dr. Satyanarayana Chava, the founder and CEO of Laurus Labs. Dr. Chava, thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now. To start with, what do you see Indian pharma as in the post-COVID world? Will India emerge as being one of the largest supplier for the developed markets?
Since India has the largest number of FDA-approved factories outside US, I'm sure India will play a very significant role like pre-COVID. And in post-COVID, the opportunities are more for Indian pharmaceutical companies because there is a shift and preferences in from which geography US would like to source. Personally, I feel it will be great opportunities for Indian companies to cater to US and European markets.
How do you see Indian pharma benefit due to healthcare increase in the post-COVID world, which everybody is anticipating?
Even in India also, the disruptions in the domestic market are only short term. I'm sure the domestic market will certainly pick up. And also the consciousness of people towards keeping healthy will increase. So I don't see any challenges for healthcare sector, pharmaceutical sector in the medium term. There could be some hiccups in the short term, but in the long term, healthcare sector will definitely do well.
You know, when we just talk about healthcare infrastructure, how things should move ahead, do you think all of that will gain a lot of importance over the next 5 to 6 years? Is that something where a lot of countries may actually spend?
I'm not the right person to answer this question, but personally, I feel so. The investment into healthcare infrastructure, other than the pharmaceutical manufacturing, I think will get a big boost, and the government will prepare themselves to tackle such kind of pandemics in the future as well. So the investments into hospitals, diagnostics, and all those will go up.
Right. You know, when we just talk about the pharma pack and especially generic pricing, how things are moving in US, how things are moving in India, how do you see generic pricing in the post-COVID world, especially in the Western markets? Last 3-4 years have been tough. Of course, you as a company has been growing, but 3-4 years have been tough as far as generic pricing is concerned. What is your sense on that?
These days, nobody's talking about the price. People are able to keep up the prices what they were selling earlier, and people are talking about increasing market share and availability. I'm not very concerned about still there is a pricing pressure across the globe for generic products. Yeah.
All right. Okay. What is the news flow on the vaccine for COVID? Because I think, Dr. Chava, that is something that everybody is watching out for with bated breath. Do you get a sense therapeutic treatment may be coming soon as all pharma companies of the world are sort of fighting to cater to the same cause?
I'm not the right person to answer on vaccines, but personally, I feel the opportunity for prophylaxis treatment will be much more than the treatment because there are more people agile these days. So people would like to protect themselves from infection. So if anything which comes as a prophylactic will have a huge opportunity than the treatment because if you look at the infections is a fraction of a percentage. So the opportunities for prophylactic use than for treatment.
All right. Okay, Dr. Chava, I just want to also understand, do you expect double-digit gains to continue in terms of growth in pharma, both in domestic and developed markets? I mean, so far, it's been pretty good, but how do you see the future in terms of growth, in terms of, top-line growth, in terms of bottom line as well for pharma companies?
Most of the companies had some impact on the Q4 of last financial year. And Q1 of this financial year will give a more color how the companies were able to cope up with the pandemic and how they were able to increase the sales in India or across the globe. If you look at the domestic figures, April was down and May was down with respect to the sales and all. But we are not dependent on the domestic formulation. So I think you have to wait for Q1 of FY21 to gauge who are the winners and losers currently.
Just a word on Laurus Labs as well. In this post-COVID world, a lot of pharma spend would tend to increase. That is something which everybody is looking at. How is the company placed to grow in the Western markets as well as in the Indian markets to gain more market share as growth may return to the sector once again?
See, we are in the chronic segment, so HIV, diabetic, cardiovascular, and all. So we don't see any disruptions because of COVID. The consumption will go up. The stocking will go up. We are not selling formulations in India. So we are not seeing any down trend in our order book. So we don't see any challenges.